And all right, we're live on my end. Just wait for our
Few seconds.
notifications.
Oh, yeah. Think she's good to go. All
Oh, there
righty.
it is. The old
All
YouTube
right.
app.
Okay. With that being said, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the briefing room, 13th Mu podcast, hosted by your lovely 13th command staff. I'm Captain Takeda Hideyoshi, the company commander and Apollo platoon leader, and this is episode 15.
I am Captain Dubs, the commanding officer of Tuma.
I am Senior Chief White of the Trauma Element, or formerly of Trauma Element. This is my last podcast.
I am HM2 Keeper, the new leader of the Trauma Element.
Soccer will be late. He's doing an instructor qual right now with one of my detcoms, and Cyber is somewhere.
Yeah. Gunner Sergeant Cyber is, I'm pretty sure, finishing with work. He normally works an hour later than he used to in the past, so there is that. With all that being said, there has been quite a few developments within the 13th these last 3 weeks, almost a month now. We've had some change in COC. Along with ceremonies, we've also had, the Master Ace, he stepped down, went into senior leader's role as an SNCO. So right now we're looking for a interim admin listed advisor. But yeah, just a few updates here and there. Quite a bit on the surveys that came through as well for the unit. Those are always cool. It's interesting to hear the feedback from the whole of the unit. I want to say massive shout out to all the junior listed E1s, E2s, E3s, privates, PFCs, Lance Corporals. Like fucking, there was a lot of feedback from them. We had more junior listed responses than we did NCOs, which makes sense numerically, but you kind of think you'd get some more general feedback. But yeah, you never know. What is it? Out of 63 members, we had over 20.
20
Yeah.
exactly. Which I think in the time that we've been doing these, I think that's the most we've gotten in a year since when did we start doing these? Like a year ago?
Yeah,
Podcasts?
No,
No,
the surveys.
the surveys.
Surveys started this year.
I could have swore
We
was the first one in January?
No, we did them last year because when I became chief, we did one, and you're like, oh wait, this is your first time doing this with us. And you
That's
guys had to do
right.
it.
We didn't do it in 2023 though.
Yeah,
It
you
wasn't
did.
Yeah,
before
we did
Christmas.
because that's when we made the change to the Friday training schedule. Was in 2023.
Yeah.
But that wasn't from the survey.
Yes, it was.
listings.
Yes, it was.
Nah. Give me dates.
Nope, you're wrong. I can't pull those dates up anymore.
Oh well, I guess I'm right. Anyway.
Well, okay.
No, but
Actually,
Yeah.
Dubs, you can look at the announcement channel for the first time you did them.
Oh, okay. That's my
Yeah.
that's my
I'll scroll
tasking.
right now. Yep, do it right now. Yeah, I'm currently reworking the Discord. I've deleted 3 channels, and I've started to relocate certain offices and rooms to new areas of the unit. So we're gonna start consolidating shit.
I didn't even notice you got rid of channels. I know I can't see as many as you because like you're obviously you see everything.
Yeah, trust me,
What
I
did
see
you
way
get
too
rid of?
much. Yeah.
The first
we-
survey was September 3rd, 2023.
You're
Oh,
misreading
shit.
2024 January 7th.
Oh, okay. Very, very good. Very
I
good.
got you, Dubs. You're
Okay.
all good. I promise.
It's okay. It's because I'm old.
Yeah. It's just like, hey, as long as you're tracking.
Yeah.
That's all that matters, right? Fucking. Oh,
Don't
my
worry.
goodness.
Don't worry, Cap, you'll get there someday.
Yeah, right. Well, according to soccer, I've hit on status, so.
Yeah.
Jeez.
26, man. Fuck. What a time.
I remember
Does that mean I
26.
Would that be auntie status? Is that like the opposite of unk status? I don't even fucking know. But I've got 5 years till then, so.
I don't know if that applies to women.
I
feel
don't
like women,
know.
Okay, depending on what soccer says, it's either there is an auntie status, or I could very much see him being a part of the crew that says, yeah, there's no transition from like being like a grown woman. You just go from like an adult female to a MILF. Like just that's
That-
you hit a certain age, boom, you're a MILF.
What if you're a mother before you hit that age?
You got to
Yeah,
be above 30.
Like,
Oh,
I
It's
don't
the
know.
only way it's
like,
applicable.
well,
I've heard this argument before. It was a long time ago that somebody was like, "Well, what if you're 22 and you have a kid and you're a single mom?" It's like that's not a MILF. That's a mistake. But
damn.
Hold on though, because I'm
Damn.
21 and I have a kid.
I say you might want to
You
talk
give
to
birth?
Karen. You might want to talk to Karen about
No,
that.
I guess technically not.
Guess we'll have to
I
talk
mean,
to Karen about
but
that.
See, that's different because you took on the task of mother, right? So like,
This is true. This is true. I
depending
see
on how you want to perceive that, right?
I get-
As for Dubs' situation, Dubs, shut up. I don't know. That's a whole other. I can't respond to that. That's your woman. You deal with that. That's not my problem. Or not problem situation. I don't know, man.
Who knows?
I just fucking work here. Yeah. So I guess to put it out there and to be a little bit, open with everybody, there was a situation that had transpired which initiated the overall push down in some ranks between the AA and SCA. And I guess for transparency's sake, there was just, over the course of a year and in an assessments type fashion, as my job as a CO, I had to make sure that everybody was following in line with certain parameters. And between my personal purview and the general consensus from NCOs or staff NCOs was just a overall lack in an efficient amount of development. So that's why Cyber's no longer first sergeant. He's a gunny. Still the SCA, but yeah. And then had Ace's resignation, which was all very good to go. It was respectable. Everything's all squared away. So hopefully smoother tides. But yes, everyone in the wheelhouse of command staff is all kept and held to a higher standard. So here we are. And speaking of that, welcome Gunnery Sergeant Cyber.
You're muted, Cyber.
Cyber.
Also, Dubs, I don't know if you saw, but Ace says ain't there to something.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi, Cyber.
Hi! From my car!
Hello,
Welcome.
Cyber's car.
Yeah! You can't see it in here, but it's red.
Wow.
Oh, very stinky.
There may be Aussie noises occasionally as he is sitting on my lap.
That's
Ozzy
fine.
is a welcomed member of the podcast. I don't know what you're talking about.
He
Unless
just said
he starts to say gamer words again. Other than can't have any gamer words, Ozzy. Watch your mouth.
You got a little yap.
That's okay. I just finished my online motorcycle rider e-course. So now I am good to go to see if I can steal a spot this weekend from somebody that shows up late to the basic rider course.
Yeah.
Damn, look at you go.
Yeah, because I realized that I now have a motorcycle and all the gear for a motorcycle, but I can't ride the motorcycle because of legal things.
Because you have to have a special.
Quote
license.
unquote cannot ride.
Yeah.
Well,
Should not, I guess, is maybe the real word.
What moped you get?
I got a 2021 Indian Scout Bobber in Indy Red. Don't worry, it's only 1133cc. Perfect for a beginner rider.
Very good.
Just a smooth 100 horsepower.
That's a good place to start.
No, no, it is not.
Yeah, you'll be fine. My first bike was a
A good
Ninja.
place, a good starting CC I read was like 400 to 600. I am almost
Hey,
double the max.
Dubs, check staff chat real quick. It says the training server's not up.
Oh, they
What?
need to pick the map.
Oh, shit.
Stand by. I can do that while the podcast is still up.
My first bike was actually my shovelhead
Somewhere.
that I still have.
Yeah, I told my dad about it. My dad's big into bikes. I told my dad about that. He thought that was pretty cool. You know, since you and him are about the same age.
Yeah,
Oh
fuck
my
you, Cyber.
God.
Jesus.
Fuck you. You know what? I've had that shovelhead since I was 16 years old. Okay.
Oh, dude, fucking.
That tracks.
I bought it when I was in high school for 2,000. I've spent 23,000 into it.
Oh my God.
That's a lot. Well, you rebuilt it though, right?
Yeah, it is. Everything on it is completely original.
Okay, yeah.
God damn, dude.
I gotta find some stock mufflers for mine.
The
I
only
don't
thing
like
that
the look of my mufflers.
the only thing that's not original to it is the radio that I put on it.
Yeah.
So
They've got a
now
lot
that
of-
we're getting into the crux of this whole thing, Keeper, what is it like kind of going through the transition period of that switch out for the COC between you and White?
Oh,
Obviously, you're going to
dude.
be in your probation stuff for a month or two, and we'll see how
Right.
things develop. But what's it like? What's it been like thus far?
It's so, I think weird is the right word, but like, I'm like, oh, this is like, I can keep doing the same stuff that I've always been doing, and then I'm like, no, you're in charge of everybody now. And there's been moments where I'll ask White, I'm like, hey, how do I do this? Because like, I didn't even know how to fill out some of the paperwork, like that transfer thing from Blackjack to
Oh, Blackjack to
Blackjack
Corman.
Yeah. I was like, I've never filled out transfer paperwork, so I messaged White and I was like, what do I do? And
Yeah,
it's
you're
just,
part of that
so
whole process
weird.
now.
White, I require assistance.
I
And that-
need help.
And that is why I'm still around until the 7th.
I need an adult.
Need
I
an
need
adult.
an adult. I am the
Oh,
adult. Fuck.
But yeah, so keep it. Like anytime you have anything like that, if somebody wants to transfer to trauma, you decide if you want them to be in trauma or not.
Okay.
And then if you want to,
You also want to think about is if it's coming from infantry or something like that, you need to think about, is that squad that they're leaving in a healthy enough spot where they can lose a member and still be okay? Because if like right now, Comanche for activity wise, they have like 5 people.
Right.
And so, it's one of those kind of things you got to think about as well.
Yeah.
There's a
God, I didn't
huge
even
military
think about that. There's just so
There's
That's
a lot of different layers to
weird.
there's more layers to it than what a lot of people expect.
yeah.
One of my favorite interactions so far is we as command staff joke a lot about spending. We're up until 3 or 4 in the morning working on admin, doing surveys, either listening to stuff, fixing documents, working
I
on
know.
meetings. And I had actually recently talked to River after that first interaction that you were there for, right? And
Yeah.
we had dismissed you like an hour or 2 early anyway, just because it was your first one.
Right.
And River was like, I'll be honest, I didn't actually think y'all were serious. He got to sit there and listen to you be on the whole time, and is like, when's my wife gonna come to my bed, man? Like,
It was ridiculous, and I was like, that's something I'm definitely gonna have to adjust to, especially on nights where I've got to get like up early with Ozzy in the morning or something like that. I'm gonna be like,
yeah,
It's
obviously
so
we'll be able
weird.
to. Well, obviously
Right,
we
like,
will be
you
able to be
will-
like, look, if you gotta go,
Yeah.
you have a child,
will
like
live
that's a whole
without me.
thing.
Yeah. There's also there's about 7 times out of 10, there's stuff that we're handling that really doesn't necessarily need all of us to be there.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like unless the unit's
I highly
unless the
advise your
unit's burning
opinion.
down, then it's not necessarily always all hands on deck.
Regular Tuesday.
Yeah. So if it's stuff that concerns Tumal, don't need to worry about it. Infantry, you usually don't have to worry about it too much. The only thing you actually have to focus on is if it involves trauma.
Oh
And
man, wait
The
until
big
she.
part of
Big
it all
learning
is
curve.
definitely where you gotta like the reason why the involvement is across the board is well, it's good. Also, but obviously, it's going to make conversations and meetings last longer with more individuals present. But it also means that the entire unit is, in terms of the staff that's commanding it, it's all in unison. So when these meetings all happen, it's not just the infantry having a meeting, and it's not just like the battalion aid station or Tuma having these meetings. It is the entirety of the leadership staff from all the different elements, keeping consistent, like, hey, what are the infantry doing? Okay, well, now we know why they're doing this. Or like, oh yeah, Dubs talked about them doing sortie trainings or whatever the fuck for 2 months. That's why they're conducting that, or what they're doing on this day, or this is why this document was reworked. So like being in the know is just as important as the meeting itself. Thereafter, just like, even though you're not a part of these other elements, knowing what they're doing is also very significant, and not to keeping yourself well informed, and then also informing those below you.
Right, and also we need to be a cohesive unit, so we have to know what's going on, so we can have discussions with each other and everything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
If anything, it's good for the exposure.
Yeah.
And it's gonna take time. I mean, shit. Soccer's coming up on his. This will be his 4th month by the end of it.
In command
I
staff,
think
yeah.
Yeah.
so. As
Yeah.
EXO.
Yeah. So like, it took him a good month or 2 to get into the swing of things, but I think he's got a pretty good handle on it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've always got help and stuff too. I mean, between you guys, I mean, Bison's been a huge help. He does a lot of stuff, but
Yeah.
I mean, I've always got help.
Yeah, we're not gonna leave you to the wolves. Like as command
That
staff,
would
we
be-
assist each other where we need to. Especially
right.
for like
It just
slacking
wouldn't
up
be
on whatever.
wise. It just wouldn't be wise to disregard one another in terms of unit health.
It's surprising how some units have their sections so segmented that like that's the norm though. Like there's some organizations that'll be like, that is a corpsman problem. I'm not gonna bother because it is not my fucking problem. I have nothing to do with that. That is, I'm not gonna assist in any way. And I think that's something that I like about the leaders that we foster here is like, no matter if you're a HM3 or a corporal, they have the same knowledge and skill base because they went through the same pipeline of leadership. And because there's that understanding between the two, and obviously the varying degree being one's an infantry combat leader and the other one's a healer, I think that mutual respect and understanding it goes leagues when it comes to unit operations and cohesion.
Okay, I have been trying to interject like
Oh shit.
for maybe 12 minutes, and apparently somehow my phone mic or my phone mute and my Discord mute got out of sync. So anytime I would turn my fucking mute on, it would turn the mute off on Discord. So I was like, oh, I can talk now. But my car mute was on, and it kept on switching back and forth.
Well, now you have the floor.
Yeah, I agree with everything that's said so far. But I think being on the same page on, like, obviously everyone makes mistakes. I know that me and the AEA or the past AEA has like, we've been like out of sync a time or two, and like it would cause minor issues, but it was mostly because it was minor problems. But when we have these command meetings and stuff, we can make sure major issues and directions and stuff that we want the unit to go to is like the same, or at least compromised ideas from each other to where we're all okay with whatever direction we're going to go with the unit. I think that's where most Milsim units that have coups and, exos backstabbing the fucking CO, or people, like a huge chunk of people leaving and that kind of shit, that's where that, like, problem occurs. It's ideas not being agreed upon and then it just being pushed anyway. And I think that's where you get those big issues and stuff like that. And I really think the 13th has a really good handle on making sure that kind of stuff doesn't happen, because command staff is always like-minded, on the same page. And if we're not on the same page, we have lengthy meetings to figure out which way we need to go so we are on the same page. And I think that's just something that's orchestrated really, really well here. So that's what I've been trying to say for last 2 weeks. Jesus Christ.
I'm glad you got it out.
I'm trying to get a word in edgewise.
I started mad at y'all because I thought y'all were cutting me off, and then I realized it was my fucking car, and then I just went ape shit a little bit, my fucking car, trying to figure it out. So that was fun.
It do be like that, yeah. Cars.
It do be like that.
I definitely said some angry gunny words, yelling at my fucking car to unmute.
Yeah, buddy, get in the fucking bird.
Get in the fucking bird.
I guess the full circle of it all, keepers, just take your time. So, fucking up and asking questions in the get-go is where you want to be fucking up and asking those questions. You don't want to be fucking up 6 months down the line, not knowing where stuff goes or understanding how something what we would consider obvious or intricate in the scheme of the unit. So this is the time period to ask questions, understand how things operate and work, and if you need to rerun through admin or anything, don't be afraid to ask. We will go through.
So I've been asking. I still didn't get my admin course.
Hey man, I have had several admin classes, okay, and you just have not come to any of them. So
damn,
I'm just saying, you just gotta let me know. Look, we could even do one after this podcast, so we can get you fully caught up to speed.
Sure, let's do that.
Assuming that we don't run on past 3 hours, which I don't think we do, because we're pretty good at keeping it at least 2 to 2.5.
Yeah.
On
the topic of admin, those little projects I was working on, Cap, I showed a couple of NCOs, and it's being well received.
It's bearing fruit.
It is bearing fruit.
Do you want to talk about it, or do you want to keep it hush hush, or what you want?
I mean, it's relatively simple. So, for those of us out there that fill out, all the admin sheets, like the LOA sheet, a discharge form, a requisition form, those forms that are currently in a docx or a Word document format, when I'm done with them, they will no longer be in a Word document format. They will be in a Google Forms format. So you just, once everything is finalized and approved, you'll just go to our drive, and they'll all be in a folder. And you just fill out the form, and then you submit it, and they are all linked to their own Excel sheets in their appropriate folder, so the SEA and AEA folder, depending on what the form is, and that's how it will be tracked. I am going to be looking into some Discord and Google wizardry to basically have Google basically push a message to either the AEA office or the SEA office whenever one of those forms gets a submission, so that way we're notified in the Discord when XYZ form has received a submission, so you know, the AEA, the SEA, whoever owns it, will know that there's a form submission there. So at this point, I just have to figure out how to create a webhook between Google and Discord.
And it's definitely possible because I've seen it done. It's
Yeah.
just knowing how it's done is the tricky part.
You know who would be able to figure that out really easily?
Tasty.
No, our God Box himself, Stu.
Stu could probably figure that out. Yeah.
Stu
Oh,
could
shit.
figure that out super easy. I mean, he's got a webhook that calls out to Steam now to check to see if there's any Arma updates. And it will automatically send me a message in the terminal screen of our server say like, hey, just letting you know, today, these 3 mods were updated. You might want to update them. So, that's kind of
No
cool.
shit.
That's it. Stu,
Yeah.
Stu, come here.
Stu is...
Spread the
look,
cheeks.
me working in cybersecurity and stuff, I'm pretty well-rounded when it comes to computers. Stu is on another fucking level. I don't think I could sit through like 10 extra years of training and be on his level when it comes to scripting and just having the thought process to be like, oh, you know what? I bet I could make this computer talk to this computer like this if I tell it to do this and this. Like,
Yeah.
dude is way too smart for his own good.
Oh my gosh, dude, I was trying to play Minecraft on the same server as y'all, right? And like my game wouldn't open and I couldn't download the mods and stuff, and Stu was just like, alright, do this, 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 and this, and he like forced my computer to open it, and I was like, how did you even, like, what is this sorcery?
How the fuck?
Pretty much. So cool, dude.
Stu is good people.
He's good people.
We'll have to hit him up on it whenever he's free, just to see if he knows anything.
Yeah.
Because that would be really nice, especially for the
Oh, I
admin
heard-
side of things. Oh, we heard of Ozzy.
Oh,
He's playing with a tractor.
Ah.
Is it a battle tractor?
Oh my
It is
god.
a John Deere tractor.
Oh, you know what's really sad? He never found his tractor, Cyber.
Oh,
He never found it? You big dummy.
We haven't used it.
It's been on the fleet it's an Easter egg. It's been on there
I've
single mission.
I've seen it on the ships.
I will continue your legacy with the battle tractor.
White's like, I'm not retiring. I need my track.
Yep, I'm saying. I'm saying.
Use
Something-
an expired CAC to get on the ship.
Jesus.
Can you imagine just the fucking like S2 on duty, some fucking random sailor? Senior Chief, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Here, Chief, you have like a month-long beard. What are you? Get out. Go. Get out.
Your uniform barely fits, guy. Like, what do you?
Hey.
I
Hey.
need my tractor.
I will say, kind of going into that because I want to talk a little bit about White. How is your? I want to talk about you, and then I want to kind of get into the coming joint ops and then some survey stuff. But White, going through your Milsim career, interacting with the 13th, and I mean, just like what is the feeling for you exactly at this point? You've had over a year's worth of service. You've seen the unit in its highs and its lows, and you've been a part of so many meetings and so many discussions. Like, what is it like now being in that final kind of your transfer out period? What's that like?
I think you said something like when you joined the unit, you had 2 hours and 40 minutes on Arma, and now
No.
you're leaving with like
I-
over 2,700 or something like that.
I had 20 minutes. In
20
Arma.
minutes in Arma. Join the unit, and now what are you at leaving now?
Over 27,000. Not 27,000.
Not 27,000.
27,700.
I was say I'm not at 27,000.
I am at. Let me bring up Steam.
I just like to think of that because you're not in other units. You don't do other things on there. That is 2,700 hours of dedicated service in 13th. That's a
So,
lot.
My
That's
exact
a fuck
hours.
ton of time.
My exact hours are 2,760.6 hours.
And
Damn.
you don't leave your armor on while you go to an oil rig for 3 weeks. I'm talking to you,
Yeah.
cannabis.
Sergeant Cannabis
Yeah,
calling you out, boy.
Oh.
Just get 300 free hours because you left it. Thank God Christine came by and turned it off. His first week gone because that thing was just cooking, man.
Oh, did she finally?
Yeah, she turned it
didn't know
off
if-
his
I
first
didn't know if
week
she
out.
did or not.
Yeah, he got
So-
300 hours out of that week. Yeah.
Jesus.
So, probably about 700 of that was when I first took over as lead corpsman. I spent so much time on the training server trying to figure out cap medical to where I was more than efficient with it. So I had a better handle on it and I could train people and stuff like that. So lots and lots of time on cap medical.
And then you got to teach me cat medical, so I didn't have to do that.
Yes.
Which is
I
something
took-
I will forever appreciate.
I took my 700 hours of cat medical training and converted it down to like a 3 to 4 hour course.
Yeah.
And cat medical updates all the time, so every time there's an update, I'm always looking into that, checking that out. The way I feel about retiring stuff, it's weird. Because when I first joined the unit, I had no intentions of being leadership. No intentions at all. I just wanted to, like, I wasn't even planning on playing the game. It was bought for me by a friend, so I felt like I had to at least play it for a little bit. And then that friend got kicked out of the unit, and I'm one of those people that don't like to leave stuff in a bad place. And I wanted to make, before I left, I wanted to make sure that the corpsmen were good and stable. And in that process, I came to like really enjoy being in the 13th. There was several times where I could have left and I would have felt comfortable with the corpsmen for the most part, but then something fucked up would happen. But now here it is, a year and like 9 months later. It's really weird knowing that I'm not going to be here all the time. Like, I don't have to be on the Discord all the time. I don't have to be part of these 3 a.m. command meetings. I don't have to lose countless hours of sleep. I don't have to worry about a lot of stuff. It's weird. Like,
Your
best-
weekends are about to get really free.
Nope. Nope.
Oh, because you'll be playing WoW.
Not only that, but with me starting a new job, I'll be working Saturdays and Sundays and Fridays nights. And then the days that I have off, I will have to spend with my girlfriend because I kind of neglected her a lot doing armor shit.
Oh,
Not real.
told her to join the unit.
A truly dedicated member.
But
Yeah,
no,
just make her
she
join the unit.
so she understood because we live like 45 minutes apart from each other, and with the way gas prices are and shit, my truck and my work schedule is always so fucking chaotic. And when her and I first started dating, I'll straight up front with her. I'm like, look, I'm part of this army unit. I stream. I do this. I do this. There are times where I just don't have time for a relationship. She's like, no, that's fine. Okay.
Oh, man, that's cool.
That was easy.
was
I
like,
mean,
I was-
like, I still think, try to convince her to join. I mean, shit, you got Keeper over here. She already outranks and outbuilds her husband.
Yeah, so I've actually talked to her about joining and playing. She does not play video games at all.
Feel you on
I
that one,
didn't
dude.
either.
I feel you. On
I-
that. Juanita refuses. She doesn't even like She wouldn't even like. She used to play with like Game Boys and stuff, or like the PSP things. I don't know what I'm trying to
Yeah.
say. Switches. There's something like a
Yeah.
switcher. But she's
Nintendo
like,
Switch.
yeah, I can't sit there for more than 30 minutes. Like she just has to physically move. I'm like, that's fair. She just can't. It's just not her
Get her a
forte.
Wii. Get
And
her
then
a
you got
Wii.
people like us where we can sit on a game for like 8 hours, like fucking badasses, and just keep playing, man.
Yeah.
I may have potentially accidentally shut down the training server in the middle
Hey,
of it.
Booker.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Okay, it's not my fault. I found a bug in our server code. Usually, if it's running, you click enter on it to shut it down. But
Right.
it asks you, hey, you clicked enter. Are you sure you want to shut the server down? And you're supposed to, and you press Y and enter again, and then it shuts it down. Okay.
Mhm.
I just learned that you could press in and then enter, and it shuts it down anyway.
Oh no.
So it's spinning back up, but yeah, there's no safety net. If you click enter, it's shutting down, even if you press no.
Very good. Now we know.
I'm just waiting for like staff chat or that BCT channel
Nah,
to start
I've already-
freaking out.
That's what I jumped up there to tell them. I was like, hey, just letting you know, sorry guys, I found this out. Sorry.
But yeah, so like the other day when we were doing admin stuff, Keeper was taking my names off of the roster and all that stuff. It's like, wow, this is actually happening.
I haven't touched anything in Discord, but I've been working on those forums. I keep finding your name everywhere, and I'm like, damn it, White.
I will
Yeah,
say it was
I'm
weird
all
doing
over the place.
it was weird doing the same thing, like replacing my name with fucking Riptide's. Or
Yeah.
replacing Riptide's name with mine.
It's the little things you don't think about until it's happened. Because with Riptide's change of command, I mean, like, luckily for you, Dubs, when you were serving as his XO, like, you kind of knew everything, right? Just from working together for so long. But it was the subtle change of like, it's not his name anymore; it's yours that goes on those sheets,
Yeah.
right? Like, you're like, oh man, I gotta take his name off because that's me now. And so now Keeper gets to experience that whole spiel, and obviously a whole new layer of leadership because, I mean, you've got your junior enlisted, you got your junior NCOs, E4s and E5s, you got your senior, your senior non-coms, and you got your command staff, right? And hopefully at some point in the future, we might have another part of the middle sector of ground warrant officers, so that'll be an interesting, occurrence. But poor Keeper here's not even a staff NCO, and she's just been whoop. Just skip
I
that.
just fucking jumped up to the top there, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Keeper, you are in a better position than I was.
I was so
1000%.
free, and I'm so grateful for it.
1000%.
Yeah.
But I
Like-
also get what Juanita's talking about with, like, she doesn't want to play video games or she can't sit still because, like, you can ask Ace. I was trying to sit in Chow Hall A, what was it, yesterday? I think it was yesterday. And the only times that I was there and talking was the time that I actually had, like, available to sit down. I mean, I was chasing Ozzy around the house. I was, like, doing dishes and stuff. I'm like, and Juanita's a nurse. Like, she doesn't have that time. Sorry, I don't mean to, like, put your life details out there, but, like...
No, 100%. You're not wrong. Yeah, I mean,
She-
like,
she's-
she does those crazy... She'll go from an 8-hour to 12, 16-hour shifts. She gets
the
paid very
deadman
well.
shift?
Yeah, she gets
She
paid
gets the
very well,
deadman
obviously.
shift.
But,
Fuck.
yeah. But she'll take them, because, like, that's literally, like, in a 16 hours of overtime is literally, like, another... like 1,200 to 1,500 extra bucks. Like,
Imagine
Right.
leaving work for the day and somebody saying, "All right, I'll see you in 6 hours." That's her.
she
So,
just
yeah.
she just finished working 8 straight. She did 8 days straight on a 12.
oh my god.
She's getting this weekend off, and today, actually, funny enough, today's our 2-year anniversary. So we are saving the celebration to this weekend.
So not only does she have to go, she works 8, 12, 16 hours. Then she's got to come home and deal with your
And
shit.
deal with him.
I'm
Yeah.
in dorms. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm in dorms right now. She just goes home.
Well, when you are there, she's got to deal with you.
No, I know I'm pretty attentive to her before and after I beat her.
What?
Huh?
But yeah,
Uh,
it's just like YouTube. It's a joke. So like back to my retirement stuff. It's like it's bittersweet. Like I love the unit. The unit's in a good spot, at least trauma wise.
hell yeah.
Yeah, I've got a good amount of trauma.
But here I am, something that I've busted my ass for, and I'm handing it off. And it's like I know it's in good hands with Keeper and Bison. But it's still that feeling like I developed this the way it is now. Here, do you take it? Because when I took over, there was like literally nothing there for the most part.
Mm.
And to see where it's at now is just like complete difference. And yeah,
Yeah. Talking about when you came on, that goes back to talking about Casey, and like, I hate that little fucking punk. I hope he watches this shit too.
Dude, that dude is still breathing around the Arma 3 fucking like looking for unit Discord chat shit. It's that he's always looking. Like I'll randomly scroll through there just because like I'll DM people and be like, "Hey, are you still looking for a unit?" Just because like I want the unit to grow, so I'm gonna DM random people, and I'll scroll through there and I'll be like, "Oh, look, there's Casey," like you know, and I'm just. Uh, That's it's just
I
it's crazy. It
actually,
speaks volumes to his character about like over the last 2 years he still hasn't found a unit, or at least one that'll keep him.
I feel very proud in being part of that reason why he hasn't. Every time that he gets a reply on his post, I will immediately DM the person that replied to him and just be like, "Hey, I just want to warn you about this guy. He caused this, this, and this," and they're like, "Oh shit, all right." It's fantastic.
Run and find out.
Okay, so
Yeah, I gotta
I'm a little bit lost on that lore. Like I know we don't like Casey, but I don't know what Casey did.
Casey is willing to completely lie to his own benefit. He's misogynistic and like absolutely cannot like stand women being in charge of him. Or in charge of anybody, like any kind of power position. It fucking if he was here now, he would be absolutely plotting against your demise. Yeah.
Attempted coup.
Attempted coup, which he helped cause the whole reason why Eternal left. And decided to do all the nasty shit that he did. Oh yeah, that's all sprouted from Casey. And so I make sure that people know what they're getting into when it comes to him.
So like when I first joined the unit, I did not want to be corpsman at all. Did not want to be corpsman. I wanted to be infantry. Just wanted to sit back, shoot shit, and learn the game. That lasted about a week and a half. I was still on probation.
Yeah,
and
you were shit bag.
And then everything with Eternal and everybody else that left the unit, the corpsman, like there was no corpsman.
Mm-hmm.
It was Casey and Cthulhu and a couple other people that weren't here ever.
Oh, it certainly didn't help that when it was all going down, he DM'd everyone that he fucked with, you know. So that was basically all the corpsmen. And if the corpsmen didn't go with him, they went elsewhere because the thing about Milsim units, if you don't have like a good core of leadership and guys that are loyal, in the middle and on the top. The I don't know. It's like the sinking ship kind of philosophy. Like, even though the unit wasn't dead and it had lost maybe a third of its members, you had guys who were leaving because there's too much drama. I'm out, and then they go and find a whole new ship to be on.
Well,
Or you
so-
have guys who have been here for long enough, but they're like, well, I don't really feel like taking over this or dealing with the repercussions of the fallout of whatever happened. So I'm just I'm gonna bail ship. And that kind of happened with people like Shinobi, Grass, Carter. Like, they were chill dudes, but they were dudes who they weren't loyal enough to stick by the unit. Instead, they wanted to go out and do their own thing.
I mean, also, you look at, like, there's people that's come back now that they know, because we're a good unit. And so if they find out that, hey, stuff's calmed down.
Oh, we've had 6 people
Sluggo,
return to the unit, so we got our
Tom,
shit, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, yeah. Like, my biggest things, the ones that I remember is Sluggo and Tom. They were just like, I'm not doing any drama, sorry. And then, hey, y'all fix y'all shit? Okay, cool, let me come back, because y'all's missions are fucking badass. Like, that's almost how both of those conversations went.
Sluggo talked his shit, though. I know that much. He talked his shit about the unit, because he was a part of that whole, the February incident, and which still is like kind of a crazy thing to think about in hindsight, because it was a group of 30 people who prided themselves as 13th outcasts. That's insane. We were so on the hinges of their mind that labeling themselves as another entity or format of the 13th, using all of our documents and everything like that, because why create your own, but
not to mention
that-
using your first
shit.
Milsim name.
Oh yeah, using my fucking like childhood Milsim unit name as a strike back to me.
That's just crazy.
Look at the video.
Oh yeah, them stealing our documents fucking pissed me.
It's
the
like
fuck off.
20 minutes.
They
That shit
renamed
happens all
their
the time.
Apollo was like Python. It was all fucking gay ass snake names like Python, Anaconda, Barracuda.
I thought it was fitting.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
I'm the one that actually discovered them fucking using our documents.
Yeah.
How
That
the
was
hell did
funny.
you do that?
Because I went
Price
to
is stupid and doesn't know how to make a copy of something and just started editing the actual document.
yeah, so I went to go do a Corpsman qual for a
Mhm.
pilot, and I opened up the document and it said 10th MEU. I'm like, wait, whoa, what the fuck?
Yeah, because they're just fucking dumb.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, nope, this is not happening. I actually had to reschedule the Corpsman qual so we could address that issue. Because that was a whole another issue. But no, so like Casey fucked up on my stream during an op
Yeah, he did.
by telling like the final nail in his coffin was he was telling Corpsman to ignore
A female team lead.
Yeah.
yeah
What?
who was doing her AIMT.
And it wasn't a nice, like, hey, I don't, don't listen to her right now because we got Corpsman shit. It was like, nah, don't listen to that fucking bitch. Like,
Yeah,
it was
On
yeah, it
live.
was
God.
On
on
recording.
live.
I don't
then
want to
deny-
say. So I'm gonna speed run you through this, Keeper, only because I don't want to stay on this topic super long. Some just pointers are with the Eternal February incident. All that's under the bridge. I mean, he himself came back. Goose came back. Sluggo came back. As far as I'm concerned, water under the bridge. It's not something I'll ever forget, just because of how significant it was for the unit as part of its history. What I will say is forgive, never forget, right?
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
so just to speed run you through it, he said his thing on a live, and there were several things building up to this point, and basically I had sent it out that like, hey, this is it, wrap, you can wrap it up. I'm relieving you of your post as a potential member of command staff. Because he was kind of like in an interim spot like you are right now,
Okay.
right? And it was a reviewing like probationary period, and so
Yeah, he was essentially trauma actual at the time.
yeah, and so
Damn.
instead of committing out and doing that, you know, it was the same old fuck you. This is just a video game. I don't give a fuck. Like it's the same thing everyone says when they get in trouble. Which is like, okay, cool, bye. And so he left. And at the time, we were working closely with another Milsim. I think it was the fourth ID. No, they were the 24th MEU. So he had attempted to go on over there, and in short, you know, I gave my side, he gave his, and I was talking to their XO and their CO, and obviously, you know, there was a lot more rapport between us than there was with him, because we had the video evidence, I had this whole discussion thing, and so they were like, well, you know, whatever happened in your unit, I don't think it should really affect if you know how him operates over here. And I was like, that's fine. He'll just never be able to come to any of our joint operations because I won't want him there. Because if he is there, we won't come. And so that kind of put those things into perspective. And so what we were gonna do was, because we were writing up like joint documents and shit, was we were gonna hold like a joint unit tribunal. So I was gonna
my
be a
God.
member. I was gonna be a member of the board, and they were gonna have their 2 members of the board. So essentially, it was like
The
you know,
cards were
it
stacked
was
in
just
his
me.
favor.
Yeah, but Casey was like, "Fuck you! You're lying. I'm not doing that. I will do the board if Yoshi isn't on it." So basically, he wanted the whole board to be people who were not even involved in the incident, which makes no fucking sense. But you know, he's not the brightest fucking tool in the bag, given that how openly he talks about the murder of his dad that he might have done. But that's another story.
Oh,
Um,
oh my God.
That's a whole
um,
nother story.
so he doesn't want to commit. He fucks off from both servers, and then he goes and he joins the 71st. Mind you, during that period is when the whole February thing happened. He was telling Eternal that we were telling him to go kill himself, and that he's a little bitch, and I mean he is. But no one ever told him that. No one ever said to go kill yourself. Now, on the fault of Eternal, Eternal's a fucking dummy monkey too, because he never verified anything. He just took Casey's word over, you know, our 10-year friendship, which I won't ever forget that nonsense. But I digress. He took Casey for his word, and then had that whole situation with the server fallout, and everything kind of like all transpired within the month of February, and that was like all the crazy shit. You know, he joins another unit, the 71st, who we come into contact with. Fuck Tolis, and I'll say that live
Oh.
every time. What is it? Yeah, so he joins them. We have a join up with the 71st, and it looks like it's fine because we're like, whatever. It's been like 6 months. Who gives a shit? And at the time,
We've moved on.
yeah, Hyde had come back to the unit, you know, because Hyde had realized like, oh, Yoshi's not a bad person. Like, no shit, Sherlock. But Hyde had come back, and I guess he had said something like really like snide or like just like disrespectful, like shit eating grin kind of comment to Hyde. Like, I don't even know what it was. I don't remember.
He made a sly backhanded comment to Hyde because
he wasn't chief anymore.
because he wasn't chief anymore, and the join up that he was there for was White getting promoted to chief. And he made a sly backhanded comment to Hyde, something to the effect of,
No. What it was Hyde came back and was promoted back to chief.
"Oh yeah, that's right." He made the backhanded comment to White.
Yeah, saying, "Oh well, there goes your chief spot."
Damn.
And I was like,
Yeah.
dude, first off, before Hyde even got promoted, Yoshi came to me and Alex and talked about it, and Alex and I were both in agreement, put Hyde back in chief. So I was like, dude, I knew about this. I okayed it. I'm not worried about it. Because at that time, Hyde was one of the writers of the doc that I had learned off of. So in my head, Hyde knew more
Jesus
about the shit than I did. So in
God
my
damn.
head, the person who has the most knowledge about the subject should be leading the people. And he made that comment. I'm like, dude, yeah,
All right. I know we shouldn't stay on this topic for too
His-
much longer.
his-
Casey,
his-
I don't know who the fuck you are, but fuck you.
Even outside the context of Milsim, just not a good human being. Just
Definitely
a
killed his
bad
dad.
person. Just a bad person.
Him and his mom.
And that's just all there is to it.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, I see Ace made a comment in the chat about February was Navarro's and Talbert. Yes, but they weren't pertinent to the story we were relaying to Keeper.
Yeah, it was all.
It was the focal point was Casey.
yeah.
Not really
Like-
Navarro's or Talbert.
So like he even asked to come back, and we held a command board.
Oh,
tribunal
yeah.
type thing.
Which is
with
like.
him.
And it was a
no.
unanimous no.
Yeah.
No,
Well, because
there
the
was
issue.
one person that said yes.
I think it was Hyde, right?
No, Hyde was
No.
not in command. It was I was in command.
Who said yes?
It was Cyber was actually willing to forgive him.
Uh huh.
Oh, that's right.
Cyber was the only one, and
The
Casey-
only reason I said yeah is because I knew that the probationary period would keep him on a very tight leash, and as soon as something bad was to happen, he'd be gone again.
and
So I was like,
Casey-
you know what? Sure.
We'll let the process
It-
speak for itself.
Yeah.
Casey was betting on my friendship with him. So I met Casey through WoW years ago,
Yeah.
and he was betting on my friendship with him, where I would say yes, when
What
I'm the one
friendship?
that provided the fucking video evidence against him.
Jesus.
It still blows my mind that he still, to this day, gets on your fucking Twitch streams.
I will say the one again. I'm trying to wrap this up, right? But so apologies, but one of the key things about that last real confrontation keeper was like him coming to us and conveying his like desire to rejoin. It wasn't the thing that turned everyone off was he wasn't sorry for what he did.
got
He was
sorry.
like soul seeking. How do I explain this?
He wanted
'Cause
somewhere
I know
to,
you guys.
He wanted somewhere to play because he knew that we
No, it
started
wasn't that.
letting people back in.
It wasn't that. No. Because you guys remember what I'm talking about. I'm trying to
Oh,
help everyone jog. No, it was a specific thing.
Hold on, let me go
It was
back in
like
command chat.
it was like he was apologizing, but it was like once we forgave him, he could forgive himself, or like
Yeah,
I
it was
don't
a
know what you
weird-
call that. It was
Oh,
some sort of
Emotional manipulation.
He was gaslight.
Possibly,
He was
that's-
he was
That's what
gaslighting
it
us.
is.
yeah. Because he's like, I need to seek forgiveness in myself, and I'm hoping that
Mm.
coming back here and having y'all's forgiveness would validate my wrongdoings and hopefully put me onto a better chapter. And like it was just very
Ew.
like oddly holy, and it was like
Gross.
you're not back because you're sorry. You're here because no one else will fucking take you.
Gross. I dealt with a lot of that in my first marriage. So glad he's not here. Just I don't put up with emotional manipulation.
As you should not.
The statement that it says is throughout our evaluation process, we have discerned that a persistent pattern in Casey's actions, which appear to be driven more by self-preservation and a focus on his own peace of mind and mental
Yes.
well-being, rather than a genuine commitment to reintegrate into the unit.
Quote me on that shit, baby.
Quoted.
Yeah.
Self-preservation and mental clarity is why he wanted to come back.
Oh my god, ew. Alright, I don't want to talk about this scumbag anymore.
There's a reason why we
Let's
write
move
up
on.
these JPs. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Survey questions.
All right. With that being said, let us. Oh no, we have one more thing and then surveys.
Oh yes.
Joint operations.
Yes.
Super excited. Keeping it minimal in terms of excitement, but super excited. If that makes sense. So as some of you may or may not know, we've had kind of consistent issues and dealings and trying to find like units that are either of our same like size or at least professionalism and respect and you know
I like the word caliber.
you know, maybe caliber too, but like everyone runs their ship differently, right? And I'm not gonna. It is what it is. I think we just haven't had any good luck with running into units like that. I think the very last unit that we spoke to was the 25th, and they ended up backing out just because our size was intimidating, which kind of sucks because it seemed like it was going in a really great spot, but you know, it is what it is, right?
Do be like that.
And obviously based on the conversation where it was like, yeah, we'll hit you guys up when we're a little bit bigger, and it's like, homie, it took us 2.5 years to hit 60 people. You have 10, so we'll see
Oh.
you in a year, maybe. You know, so
Cap, let's just not lie. The reason why they backed out is because I intimidated their.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Oh
They're-
yeah, you put their warrant in place. Yeah,
Yeah.
that
What?
shit was funny as fuck.
Yeah, so story behind that was like these guys were I'm fairly certain they were all active duty prior like Marines, right?
Okay.
And they had this one guy, can't remember his name, but he was a CWO2. And he was actually because our CWO2s are pilots and the Marine Corps doesn't have warrant officer pilots. That's not how the Marine Corps does it.
Okay.
But we do
He was a
that
ground
here because that's like it's just a way of progression. That's why we do it. Because
Okay.
if we did it like the actual Marine Corps, Tuma would have second lieutenant and that's it. Because
Oh,
unless
shit.
you were the CO or XO, you'd be first lieutenant captain. But once you join Tuma, you'd just be a butter bar, and you wouldn't go like up or down or anything. There would be no like representation of your like
Okay.
advancement,
Fine,
right?
Accomplishment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Tuma
So-
Tuma's not going to hold ranks that are higher than Yoshi's.
Yeah. And so with the what had basically happened from one of these meetings where it was like a meet and greet of all the command staff. We'd brought all ours, they'd brought theirs. You know, and we were talking about how we run our infantry and our Tuma and our corpsman side and our trauma element. And I guess for some other reason their CBO2 was just like, yeah, our battalion aid station is ran like this. You know, we run it off of the actual, you know, battalion aid station like organization. Like, you just talk like just
Aw.
he does that thing that corporals do in like marinecorps.gov like videos where they talk about their lives and how happy they are to be in the Marine Corps. Like that, they just talk really fast and about their
Yeah.
that's what he did. So like he did all of that, and then, you know, because he was shitting, I guess he was like semi shitting on the fact that like we didn't represent it like 1-to-1, which is, again, it's just one of those things people are, I don't know, they gotta twist their dick about it. But then you had White, and then White was like, yeah, so I was 10 years green side. It just started fucking dropping all of the lore, like being a fucking corpsman. And then homeboy, who had a lot to say, suddenly shut the fuck up about corpsmen and how
Oh.
corpsmen operate. And
So much so
You know,
that we
maybe
made
we
memes
heard-
out of it.
yeah. And
Damn.
my favorite point of the conversation was getting to the task of amphibious assault, and they had no SOP on how to conduct an amphibious assault in a Marine unit full of Marines. That blew my mind. I was like, what the fuck? But you meet some interesting characters out there in the Milsim world, and they're not always, you know, to
I
each
know,
their
I
own.
was in a GARC unit for like 3 days, and I was like, no, you. And I left.
At the
That's-
same time, wasn't it also, was it the 332nd we were working with, and they just all of a sudden had people fall out all at the same time, like LOAs and
No, that's
No, that
I'm
was
working
still-
with 332nd now,
That was the
or what
no,
used to be the 332nd.
They're still-
now they're
this-
Task Force Lombo.
They're still the 332nd. So that kind of leads me into this other point of like, so the coming joint operations that we're working on. So we, for a while, have been talking to TFL, Task Force Longbow. Main point of contact was Lieutenant Colonel Baggs. It used to be Captain Baggs, but now Lieutenant Colonel Baggs, because essentially him and a bunch of other units had coalesced into a task force. So you've got like SEAL teams, you got Army Cav Scouts, you got TTS units. It's just a whole slew of different little like kind of weird combinations of like Army, Marine Corps, military-esque special operations It's all rolled into one. It's a UN of units, basically. Bags has the I suppose the charisma and leadership capabilities and qualities that they were all searching for, and they made him the head of the task force. So that's why he's lieutenant colonel. Whether or not he, derives a unilateral amount of control is unknown to me. But my understanding is that the 332nd still exists as an entity, but they themselves are under the charter of the task force itself. So Longbow has several organizations within it that all report and work with inside and out of the organization. And that is kind of what we're pulling into. And because we have what I would say is pretty great repertoire with Lieutenant Colonel Bags, we've currently got an op slated for the 12th of October with the 8th SEAL team. And then we have back-to-back training and operations with the 171st CB. They're kind of like an Army-esque type unit, kind of similar operation scheme around like air cav and stuff. But I'm not gonna label it that because they're kind of more unique in that regard. And that is going to be, they'll come to our training and campaign op on the 18th and 19th, and then we're going to go to their stuff on the 25th and 26th, so at the end of the month. So we've gone from really kind of just like fucking just digging through the trash of the community to now like, holy shit, we've got really great contacts and we can finally, get to work on using them. And I've heard a lot of great things about these guys, especially from Bags, and Bags himself I hold in high regard. So it's going to be interesting, and it's going to be something new. We've never really been privy to working with SF units, but if Bag says that they're good at what they do and they're really squared away and chill guys, then benefit of the doubt kind of deal, right? So we're gonna see where these go in the future.
Oh yeah.
Just to kind of caveat that all on the lid here. I don't have anything else to say on the matter of joint unit operations. I know a lot of the members of the unit have questions, but to be quite honest, I don't have the answers. Like, they're, we're gonna find out.
Wait and see.
we're gonna fucking find out. They have their own schedule and we have ours, and we still got our own shit to worry about. So until the day comes where they're here and we can plan accordingly, then that is what we will do. I have my hopes high though, because I'm excited. So we'll see how that turns out. With that being said, I think it is we're well enough in to move on to the survey portion that came out from a lot of the stuff from the surveys. Dubs, if you want to lead us off on that one.
Let me say something about the joint ops real quick.
Go for it.
This is how far I am to my retirement. I didn't know anything about the joint ops until the announcements got posted.
Hell yeah.
Good.
So when you guys do these joint ops, just be respectful.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, you are representing the 13th MEU. I will be there for the one on the 12th just to help keep her out, because I know it could be overwhelming, because I've been in that situation before. But yeah, make sure you guys are representing the 13th MEU well, because the joint ops you guys do with these guys will get around the Army community.
Shit, if we want to talk about something too on top of that, I mean, talk about the fact that like these guys know about us, and we've done maybe 4 joint op. No, not even. We've done 2 joint operations in the Milsim community, and these guys have some of these guys have already heard about us either through word of mouth or through like the videos that we post and shit like that. So these will definitely get us out there.
Hell,
even
one of
further.
the guys that we were talking to used to be in the 13th.
Yeah, the head of the 8th SEAL team, the unit that we're doing a joint op with. Yeah, he was in the unit 2 years ago. So fucking talk about
Small
banana
world.
sandwich, man. Like, absolutely small world, absurdly small, especially the Milsim community.
Oh
I think that
man.
might be the first time I've ever heard the words banana sandwich.
Oh,
What?
you'll start hearing some weird shit come out of Cap's
Yeah.
mouth.
Okay.
That's just like the very
It-
very tip of the iceberg.
It'll become normal eventually, Keeper.
And then eventually you'll catch
Y'all
yourself
met
saying
my
it.
husband, so.
Yeah.
You'll
Meow.
Meow.
All right, survey. Free
What was-
fucking duo.
What did you just drop?
All right, so I have to be leaving here in about 45 minutes, just to let you guys know.
All right.
Demoted.
Oh, he's leaving us.
You're
Yoshi,
demoted.
you can't demote me. I'm retired.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, watch this.
I don't see retired tags.
Let's
hold on.
see.
I want to say for the first time ever, I'm the highest enlisted person by myself.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Well, you know, when you
Damn.
vote to demote your other person, yeah.
I did
I
not
see.
vote.
I know, I'm fucking with you.
That was a
Oh.
vote of a jury of your peers.
I didn't even realize that, White. You're a fucking asshole.
For 1 week, you were the highest enlisted person.
Yeah.
Quick, somebody do an NCO board this week so we can fuck someone
Oh,
up.
jeez.
Who's the highest ranked enlisted member of the unit? Senior Chief White. That's fucked.
Hey, Nap is gonna take hers.
Nah, she's probably not gonna get it in time.
Probably not. But
I'm here until the 7th, so
All
She needs
right.
to hurry the fuck up. Damn.
I know.
Liberal.
Yeah, so Bison can go to infantry.
All right.
Yeah.
nope. I told Bison he needed to have somebody other
Two.
than that
yeah.
through the pipeline.
What?
Damn.
That's crazy. You're retired, aren't you? Shut up.
I'm still a senior chief.
Oh.
Shut up.
He's making gunny sounds. Oh boy, he's making the gunny sounds.
He's spitting on it. He's spitting on
So-
it.
Oh, I get to do gunny sounds again. Yes.
I
Holy
told
snap,
Bison,
mustache.
I told Bison and Keeper they both needed to have somebody other than Nap through the pipeline to take the Trauma Bravo slot when he leaves.
I
feel
feel
like
like E7 is such a
record-
trap
Okay,
house
I can
rank.
I'll just move Copenhagen over. It'll be
No.
alright.
If you-
Respectfully, no thank you.
If you move Copenhagen over, I will not retire and I will make his life a living hell.
Oh, really?
Move him over.
Yeah, I was about to say. Really? Move him over right now.
You can be Keeper's assistant. I'm sure it'll be all fine.
Oh jeez.
But we're looking at Brecker coming up after marching season's over for him here.
Marching
the next-
season. What does
That's
that
what he
mean?
said.
What-
I
He's in
don't
the
know
marching
what
band.
the fuck
Man.
that means.
He's
in the-
Marching band, baby.
He's in the band?
He's
Like
darn
army
good.
band?
No,
Oh,
a high school band.
high school
Oh,
band.
what the he's in high school?
It might be college. I'm not sure.
What the fuck? What is a kilometer?
What?
All right, get to the survey. Let's go.
I'm
Come on.
trying.
Hurry up.
All right. If you could revive the community of an online game for a week, what game would that be?
Oh,
mean-
dude, that's such a good.
So, like,
question.
I'm gonna say Battlefield 4, and there's gonna be people who are like, that community's still alive. Not the like 2015 version. That's
Okay,
not
but
alive.
do you really want
Yes.
Battlefield 4 Milsim community to be alive?
Hell yeah. For the nostalgia of all the shit.
There's no one on this earth I would want to put through that bullshit.
Hell, I would. I would put myself through it. Just to fucking hear all the nonsense again. Be in the kick group chats or the like the Zello radio ops.
Dude, Zello Radio, baby.
You- This is Echo 2. Fuck, dude, Zello. All right,
Where
that's
the
it.
fuck is
Command-
Artaculo?
That's it. Command staff mandatory to get Zello. I'm gonna ping you all while you're at work.
God.
You just hear, I can see you. It's just randomly through your phone.
Ozzy, please don't turn off my computer. There's a
Yeah,
comb. Go
That
play.
would be good. Ozzy, you're the future XO. Don't
Yeah,
do
go
that.
play with this comb.
Shit bag.
Well, it's his comb, so.
Learn your combat lines. All right.
Better know your formations
On
before the age of 7.
a real note, what community would we revive? Like a gaming community?
An online game.
See,
Man, I don't know about online game, but I want a Mercenaries 3. I want a Mercenaries 3 so bad.
Yeah. See, I can't answer that because I wasn't like a online, like besides Battlefield and shit, I wasn't really like an online gamer like that. Like, I could say COD, but that's just racism. Which, don't get me wrong, was a good time, long ago. But
So
I don't know. I don't have an answer to this one.
I will say this. So everybody knows I play WoW. Not big surprise there.
For those who don't know, that's World of Warcraft.
Yes. I used to be part of one of the top guilds in the world called Blood Legion. Well, when Cataclysm came out, which was one of the expansions for the game, that community ceased to exist. That community was literally, we were in the race to the world first for several raid tiers. I was like, we would do these YouTube videos. God, and the site was Tank Spot. I was their main tank. At this point, I was like ranked number 6 in the world as a tank. I would love to bring that community back because those guys were some of the greatest people I knew. And like, not only that, but they're all like my age. So
old.
yes, if Blood Legion were to reform right now, I would say fuck the current guild I'm in, fuck everybody else, fuck every other game, and I'd be on WoW 24/7.
Damn.
All right. Well, if they reform, you're gonna have to drag me with you.
You have to try out.
Damn it!
Damn.
I'm gonna
Dude,
hack all
man.
their old Microsoft computers and break it again.
I just searched Blood Legion in Google, and there's still like websites and videos of them.
Yeah, they are one of the most well-respected guilds that have not existed in over 10 years.
Damn.
Like, I still get messages from people, hey, won't you play Blood Legion? Yeah. Like, a lot of the guilds that were doing the Race to the World first these past couple weeks, I know all their GMs. I talk to them all the time. Like, Towley, he's one of the big Twitch streamers. Bajira, a couple of the other big WoW streamers. I'm in contact with them because like we'll do theory crafting about specs and shit all the time. Like
That's really
when
cool.
when New World came out, I was on the same server as Towley and Bajira. They were in the same guild and everything. I went to another faction, and whenever we did wars, they hated going into wars against me because I knew how they think. Whenever I was in a war against them, they never won against us.
Hmm.
Like I have videos of me chasing down Bajira in wars,
Damn.
saying, "Come here, Bajira, come here, you fucker, come here," because they couldn't kill me because I was a tank spec, and back then you could not kill tanks in a war. But yeah,
There's a game that I played for a little while, New World.
I put 1,700 hours in that game in the first 6 months. And then they said that they weren't going to do in-game content for rating. And I said, fuck this, I'm done.
I don't know if that's changed at all. I haven't.
It hasn't. It's still basically a PvP game.
Oh.
They've introduced new dungeons and stuff like that, but they're all 5-man dungeons. They're not like raids.
Yeah. Cause you smell.
But that game's dying out quick though.
Yeah.
Good.
Community of an online game.
Oh,
I'm
I have-
answer.
I'm gonna date myself here, but is Quake 3 Arena and Unreal Tournament?
Oh my god.
I don't even know what those are.
I have no idea what that is.
Dude, Quake 3
I want
Arena,
the
Quake 3 Arena and Unreal Tournament online. Holy shit, dude! Those
Oh
were
my god. Doug.
those were the fucking days.
I want Farmville 1 to come back to Facebook, please.
Oh,
Oh my god. Fuck yes. I
I
miss
would, dude.
Farmville.
Farmville is the shit, dude.
For that comment,
forgot
Cyber,
about
I should disconnect you for that.
What? Farmville was
It
amazing,
was
and
so
like
cute. I miss it.
I used to use a bunch of hay bales to make it look like I had like a highway going through my farm.
You
My
know, I
God.
heard about that game, but I never ever got around to playing it. Like, I grew up hearing
Missed
about it
out,
because it was
man.
like a phenomenon on Facebook.
dude,
but
dude, Facebook games were
I hate
something else back in the
I
day.
grew up with like Clash of Clans and Tribal Wars
Clash of
and
Clans
shit.
was good. When I first bought the first iPod Touch that came out, I had saved up money from working at a little buy low to buy it, and I bought it, and then like day 3 of having it, got it jailbroken, and I got Clash of Clans, and I bought $900 worth of gems.
Jailbreaks? Oh my
Yes,
god, I
dude.
haven't even fucking heard jailbreaks in years. Oh my
Bro.
Jesus.
Yeah, I
Jailbreaking
the
your
fuck out of my
phones?
iPod. Yeah, I jailbroke it, and they had one of the little add-on packages was called in-app purchases, and you get any of those games like that sold a currency, you just spam buy it, and it would never cost you anything.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
dude. Are we old?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Probably.
I think we're,
No.
like, getting there.
Yeah, you get in there. You get in there.
No. Fuck
Yep.
you, sucker. You bitch.
Where is he, by
Yeah.
the way?
I think he,
Training.
no, I think they're done. I think he just forgot.
I was gonna say they're definitely done because I can hear River yelling at Lemon in the game behind me.
Yeah, tell River that Lemon's gay.
Yoshi says Lemon's gay. They're playing a horror game. I don't think they're
They're
straight.
they're playing content warning.
Yeah.
No, they're playing Call to Arms, Gates of Hell.
Oh, I'm.
gay.
That's what I'm playing.
Lemon's gay. No.
Oh man, but yeah, definitely, yeah. Quake 3 Arena, Unreal Tournament.
I
Oh
haven't
my
even thought
God.
about those games in so long, Dubs. Oh my god, I totally forgot all about those.
I remember playing that. I remember playing Quake 3. When we were in shop class in high school, we would always play it. Host LAN parties in shop class.
Fucking
LAN parties. Fuck.
the USO on base used to do Unreal tournaments.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What else did we play in shop class? The original Age of Empires 2.
Original AOE is
Burgers,
fucking
pudding,
lit.
burgers, pretzels, spoon,
I
What about
think
you,
I have
Keeper?
my answer.
and
So besides Farmville, because like I hadn't even fucking thought about that, but like to go along with Farmville, I mean Dragon City was a huge one for me because I've always been a fantasy nerd. But other than that, I mean, Y'all remember when Microsoft Edge was Internet Explorer and it was like the big blue E with the golden ring around it?
Yeah, like 2 years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
We're not
Yeah.
that old, Keeper. Damn.
but there was a website on there, and this is probably like the most gaming I did.
Cool
when I was
math
younger,
games.
But
Real
no,
math
it was
games were the shit.
it was a website called ggg.com. It was Girls Go Game, and they had like Barbie games and Thumbelina games and like Pixie Hollow games, and it was like that is one of my core memories from
Pixie
like
Hollow.
yeah, like
Are
Tinkerbell.
you using? Are you using the same PC now that you did when you played those? Because you told me the other day that you had some random Internet Explorer popping up and then dropping away and stuff like that.
Oh,
Those
yeah, I have
websites
Microsoft
were
Edge is popping up.
riddled with viruses. I
No,
mean, just
it's
absolutely.
I just got my PC last year, but like
Okay.
Microsoft Edge was popping up a couple days ago, but it has since stopped.
Okay.
Speaking of Internet Explorer, Dubs, do you remember the website browser Netscape?
Yep.
God, Jesus Christ.
Netscape, fucking. Oh, remember? Oh, dude, LimeWire and Napster.
I remember
MySpace?
LimeWire. LimeWire was a virus roulette. You didn't know? Was you going to get the actual Creed, song, or was you going to get a virus? It was.
I have
Oh man, no.
no
Yeah.
idea what you guys
Yoshi?
are talking about.
Yoshi? MySpace was fucking amazing, okay?
Yeah,
Uh-huh. I'm sure it was, old timer.
dude.
MySpace was actually kind of.
MySpace was sick.
You know what, Yoshi?
MySpace
Yeah.
turned everybody into amateur HTML writers.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, I
Yoshi,
remember
If
HTML coding.
MySpace, with that comment, Yoshi, if MySpace was still around, you would not be in my top 8.
I don't care.
Damn, that's
Oh,
damn.
You're not in my top 20.
That's fine, I'm retired.
Damn.
I don't give a fuck.
Oh man.
So old it doesn't even count.
Now that we're on this trip down fucking memory lane.
Survey.
Guitar Hero on PlayStation 2.
Dude, Guitar Hero on PlayStation. Well, I was an Xbox guy. Original Xbox.
I remember when that game came out.
Dude, I was a slut. I had both.
Time for bed.
I had Xbox, PS2, and then the 360 and PS3.
It's time for bed.
I would like.
Yeah.
I eventually committed to the Xbox One though. I got tired of PlayStation. I don't know why, but I did.
I grew up poor.
I've got a PlayStation 5 I have not even opened. I bought it when
I
it first
wasn't-
came out.
I wasn't rich. My family
What?
wasn't rich. I just had a lot of family.
So, Cyber, I am a collector of consoles. I have every single console ever made, and I've got 6
Atari?
consoles.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dude, so here, all right. So they make a console now you can find at a lot of like the retro shops and stuff like that take Atari, original Nintendo, and Sega Genesis games, and you could play them.
I have one.
Like they sell. Yeah. Oh, okay. So yeah.
I have one that plugs into the TV, and I also have a handheld one.
Oh my God. Plug and play games, dude. I want more plug and play games. You just
Jeez.
plug the fucking controller, whatever,
Cyber
into
just
the
fucking creamed his
video,
pants.
audio. Bro, there was a paintball one.
I
There was a
had
paintball
I
one that
had
the
that
controller-
one. It,
You
the,
had-
the,
dude,
the controller was a
it's
paintball
so-
gun.
Yes, it was so
Turn on
good.
Corbett!
Oh my
I'm
God,
I'm not
I-
cleaning that.
dude.
Fuck off.
I will play that game for hours. And it was so hard that you couldn't beat it. There was no winning at that game. You just saw how far you could go. Oh
Dubs,
my God, dude.
Did you ever play NASCAR '98?
Yeah.
Did you ever play the paintball mode with that?
No.
In a NASCAR game?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. You turn damage off, and fucking you would shoot paintballs out of the front of your gun, and you just drive around fucking shooting the other drivers.
Oh,
What the fuck?
what was the
Yeah.
who? Oh my god, who made that paintball? Was it Greg Hastings? Paintball.
For the original Xbox?
Yeah.
Yep. When you would if you would lose, like, outright and not win a single round, you get skunked, and
Mhm.
like your fucking name would be all green and nasty as shit. Yeah, this stuff's funny, dude. I love that game as well.
Hey,
They even let you cheat. They let you cheat in the game. It was like a little mini game. If you got shot and it wasn't like in the face, there
Oh
was a
yeah,
little
you could.
mini
It
game
would
that
let you
pop
try
up
and wipe.
That it would try to wipe. Yeah. Yeah.
So what I'm hearing is that Yoshi's bachelor party paintball.
That'd be kind of sick. I'm not gonna lie.
That would be sick.
Cute of you to assume that you'd be going to it.
You already told me
Damn.
I was
You're
allowed
retired.
to.
You said you don't care.
Yeah, you don't care about me, so fuck you.
All right.
You
You're
already
gonna need
invited
a.
me.
You're gonna need a
As
chef.
Yeah.
much as I love the nostalgia, it's already 9:30, and we haven't gotten to the survey questions, and my child is getting cranky.
We
We're
still
on
got
a survey
2 hours
question.
to go.
Are we now?
Yeah,
Alright.
we've been talking. This is
Oh,
one of the
that's
questions.
right. This is one of the questions. Oh god damn.
Welcome to podcast where you just
This
kind of
is-
start rambling.
Yeah.
Goodness
Yeah.
gracious.
You only get through like a
We're-
quarter of the
we'll-
questions.
We will be ending in about 30 minutes though, so you're almost there, Keeper. Don't worry.
Okay.
You got it.
All right.
I'm gonna die.
I will say, can we just the last thing I want to point out for that in terms of like the gaming stuff is like I had to go look up a list just to like think about what it was. And personally for me, my childhood was enriched from 2004 up to 2013. Cuz in 2004 I was like 6, so I finally gained like cognizance.
I graduated high school then.
Yeah.
I was 1.
Jesus Christ.
So guys, I'm gonna name from 2004 to 2013. I'm gonna name off each game of the year. Let me just tell you that what a fucking stacked list this is. Okay,
I bet.
in 2004, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas.
Okay.
2005, Resident Evil 4. 2006, Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. 2007, BioShock. 2008, Grand Theft Auto 4. 2009, Uncharted 2 Among Thieves.
Oh, great game.
2010, Red Dead Redemption.
Oh yeah.
2011, The Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim.
Oh yeah.
2012, The Walking Dead Telltale Games.
I think.
And then 2013, Grand Theft Auto 5. Excuse you? Telltale Games The Walking Dead was a fantastic story. I loved every bit of it.
It was a fantastic story.
I think it had a
thought
very-
it was lame to play.
It was very niche.
Yeah. I'm just not a Telltale guy. I watch people play Telltale games.
Dude, PewDiePie,
But
watching PewDiePie play
Dude,
any
oh
of these
my
was
God.
lit.
Yeah. I do agree. PewDiePie playing Telltale games is fucking great because
That motherfucker has retired from fucking YouTube. He's living in Japan with his like wife Marzia with a baby. Like, dude, he's not a pedo. Like, he's successful. Like, how many YouTubers make it out of the YouTube shithole?
The only strike on his name is he's a little racist.
He says the N word.
That's one word.
One time.
The one
I think
word,
everybody
one
gets
time. Yeah, the Spider-Man logic definitely applies. Everybody gets one.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, I just wanted to end it off on that nostalgia hit. Also, Keeper, that's fucking weird to think about. That when I gained consciousness, you were
I was
fucking 1.
the same age as my child is now.
Oh my god. All right,
It's weird
next
that
survey question.
You think
I don't want to think about
graduated
this.
high
Oh my God.
school.
I don't want to think about any of this.
2004.
You're young,
I was
you're old.
2004. I was starting high school.
I feel like I am ill-equipped to be in this group of people, but let us
Oh
continue.
my god.
All right, for the command staff members here, what is the process to becoming part of command staff?
Hey, that was my question.
Not be a shitbag.
Pretty easy. You just do your job, get yelled at, and do it some more.
Ozzy, you're about to fall in the goddamn basket.
I will say, I think personally, as CO, I think the best person to answer that would be Cyber. To be honest.
Yeah, since I'm the only one that didn't get in here either by creating it or, you know, just happened to be in the right place at the right time.
Hey,
I work for my
excuse
shit,
me.
goddammit.
Excuse me.
No,
I
no,
work for my shit
no,
too.
you didn't know, no, you didn't know shit. You just had a
Shit.
dog shit best
Shit.
friend.
No, no, no.
Yeah,
Damn.
you even said it yourself. You said it yourself. You was here for what, a month, and then we're like, hey, guess what? You're the head fucking corpsman.
Yeah, but I was not part of command.
That's part of fucking command, White.
Not in the
head
beginning.
of something?
Not in the beginning. He wasn't.
He wasn't
No.
a part of command for like what 4 months.
Oh.
For almost a year.
Well,
I
wasn't
didn't make
part of
command
command for
until
like a
December
year
of
and a
last
half.
year.
All right, I gotta go let the dog out. You guys discuss.
I started at private. Private
So did I.
cyber.
So did I. I was
Shut up, you're
private
retired.
one.
No one gives a fuck. Shut up, you're retired. You're a corpsman. You took the easy route.
Oh my god.
The easy route.
You
Absolutely, you heard me.
too.
You heard me. You fucking heard
You
me.
cyber.
Oh no.
Fucking squid, shut up.
Aren't you a real life sailor? What the fuck is
He's also
happening?
a real life squid, so I can say this.
Oh my god.
Guess what? Retired from that too, fucking quitter. Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Medical retired. Medically retired.
2 weeks. 2 weeks. That's what I hear. 2 weeks.
Oh my.
You know what? I would
God.
actually be retiring this year if I was still in.
Oh damn, that's kind of crazy. I've been in for 6 years, so you
How
old
you
and
doing,
weak.
Keeper? You having a good time?
Well, my child just like turned himself into a turtle with the laundry basket
Hell
that was
yeah.
full of clothes.
That occupies enough.
Except that he hit his head on the door in the process of doing so. So that's what we're dealing with, and now I'm playing pick up the laundry.
He'll be fine.
No, I know he's fine. He's resilient. He'll bounce, but
Anyway,
Go
yeah,
ahead, Cyber. Come on.
private to first sergeant, then to gunny. So honestly, like, I think to start off, number one, if you don't have the right mind, like, if you don't have the same views as the rest of command staff or the CO, you're just not gonna make it. Like, and like that, I'm sorry. That kind of sucks. Like, if you were just not the person of the caliber that's required, you're not gonna make it. Like, you're just not. If you are not able to at least compromise some ideas to get on board with what the unit needs, you're not gonna make it here in command. Like, it takes like-minded people to bring a unit forward going in the command staff. Now, getting there, if you got that, all right, so you join your private, you're a like-minded guy, the rest of the people, you know, y'all have the same kind of ideas and stuff like that. The next thing is dedication. You shouldn't be the minimum. You shouldn't ever be anywhere close to the almost on AWOL list, ever. Like, that's just not your job anymore, right? This is no longer just a game to you. It's part of what you do. It's part of your routine. I have canceled plans on Saturdays because I knew that I would be one of the only people at command there, and I knew somebody had to be there. And so I have canceled plans to be able to show up so there's some kind of stability at the higher ranks on like a Friday or a Saturday. Like, that is just kind of how it goes. When you get to middle leadership, so from private to now you're in that middle management, that NCO role and stuff like that, do your fucking job. That's all. You will stand out so much higher than your peers if you simply just do your job. Because other people will see that rank as like a checkpoint. Like, oh, all right, I made it to corporal. All the hard work's out of the way. Nah, man, that hard work is just starting. SNCO, you make up to SNCO. I think it's all about self-correctiveness. You need to be able to look in the mirror and be like, these are the things that I need to work on to be a better person, a better leader, a better mentor, all that kind of stuff. That's extremely important. You need to be able to take criticism, realize where you're wrong, and then build upon that and like make yourself better through constructive criticism, through your peers. Like people are not going to tell you things that you're bad at to make you feel bad. It's because they want you to be better at them. So use that like as a strength, you know? I wish growing up through high school and stuff, I had a group of friends that was just like, hey man, I'm just want to let you know, you're kind of fucking up right here. And like, it doesn't look good. You need to look at fixing this. My life would be a lot different right now. And then command staff, man, you just gotta, you gotta, you know, you're the highest rank that you are, that you could be. You just gotta be okay with that. You gotta know that there's no more promotions for you. There's no more. Once you get to command, that is a thankless job. It don't matter how hard you work. And like, you have to have the mentality of like, I provide a service to other people now. That's my job. And I think that's how like you go through the ranks and how you get to command staff in the 13th. Like, those checkpoints have those certain goals in mind, and if you could do those things, you are well on your way to be able to make it.
I want to add
Sorry,
one
that was
thing
a
onto
lot,
that.
but yeah.
I
wanna-
think you're absolutely right. Go ahead, White.
So I agree with 99% of what Cyber said. Once you get to, as you go up, yes, you have to be like-minded like the rest of command, but you also have to know when to stand your ground on certain items that you know will be for the betterment of the unit. So it's not just like, hey, yes, all command gets along and we all think alike for the most part, but we all know what we can give and what we can't give. So you have to have that fine balance as well. Because there was a lot of times where Yoshi and I have not got along, like, have not been on the same mindset for Corm and stuff. But Yoshi, of course, he knew, like, okay, I don't know about this stuff as well as he does, so I'm gonna back off and let him do it. And there's times where I've gotten in the disputes with Cyber about shit, and it's like, oh, yep, okay, he knows more about this, I'm backing off. Let him do it. So you gotta have that fine balance as well.
I guess for me, myself and Riptide, kind of like how Ace said in the chat, we all started, we all went through, started as privates, obviously. Ace and Cyber went through the entirety of the infantry ranks. Tuma has its own rank structure, but Riptide and I kind of our, I guess you could say, journey into getting into command staff realistically started with the February incident, where Tuma, not only Tuma's command structure, but Tuma as a whole, like, was gutted from it. I think after all was said and done, there was, what, 4 of us? 5? I think at our lowest,
I think
at our
on the roster.
I think
but
at
it
our
was like
lowest
3
was
active.
3. Yeah, I was gonna say our lowest was 3. Me, Riptide, and Ghost? No. Yes.
Ghost was there. Yeah.
And then the fourth one, who was sporadic because, you know, they live in Australia, was fucking Silvery. I guess you could say us getting into command staff just came naturally, I guess you could say, through progression. Once Tuma's command staff was gutted, you know, Riptide and I were promoted to 3 and 4, or 4 and 3 respectively, and we kind of just went up from there through natural progression. You know, we did work and recruited and got people in training and getting everything spun up to what mine and Riptide's standard was going to be. Eventually made it to 5 and 4, and then Riptide, it was, and then second lieutenant in 5, and then I think I wasn't technically officially like part of command staff until I made second lieutenant, and Riptide was first lieutenant. And then yeah, that's, I mean, the rest is history. You know, just realistically, we showed A, that we wanted to be here and we were committed and whatnot, which was a big thing post February, where, like, you know, him and I had to sit down with Yoshi, like, you know, obviously, you know, Tuma's gutted, you know, we need somebody to take over Tuma. And he basically just, you know, without beating around the bush, he's like, I want to put you two there. You know, Riptide on top and Dubs right behind. And that's, until this past May, that's what it's always been. Like, we've always been 1 and 2. We showed and proved ourselves. We changed some stuff about Tuma. We rewrote things, we introduced things, we changed training schemes and enhanced our abilities, and I think that's a big thing that showed Cap, like, yeah, these guys know their shit. These guys want to be here. They're gonna be command staff now. Oh, I don't know, Cap pretty much hit it on the head, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I think it speaks volumes to everyone here, including, you know, even Keeper. I think it speaks volumes to the unit's organizational structure and command team's capability that, you know, most people don't understand this if you've not been in the Milsim community or in dozens of other Milsim units. But, like, there are units that just can't ever have or afford to have a change of command ceremony because it would destroy the unit. Like, this guy's not here and this guy is so pivotal, and because that guy's no longer here, we're absolutely fucked. The unit's gonna crash and burn, XYZ, or I liked him. The only reason why I stayed is because I liked him, blah 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 blah. And so far that we've had 2. We have had 2 change of command ceremonies, and I've never seen a smoother transition in any other unit. So that speaks volumes on itself. I will say with that, we're kind of coming down to the wire here. I'll give final thoughts and input to our up and coming command staff member, HM2 Keeper. So I'll give you the floor, and then Dubs, you'll start to end us out with the regular scheme.
Well, I appreciate
Yes.
the
Yeah.
advice on becoming command staff, and I would like to point out that Battalion Aid Battle Station is now its own thing, and the corpsmen have their own section in the Discord, and I'm very happy about that. So thank you, Yoshi. Damn it, child! I just picked up all the laundry.
Yeah, once this meeting's over, I'm gonna be
Ah.
we're gonna be reworking the Discord.
Okay.
It's been a long time coming. So
I will probably have to take like a 10 to 15-minute break just
you're
to
fine.
get Ozzy to bed, but like
you're fine.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know the
But
essential.
my brain.
You know the essential oil that like helps with like calming people down, right?
Lavender?
Chloroform.
I'm aware. Oh my god.
Okay. All right.
I'm
well,
not chloroforming my child.
Anyway, Keeper, go. Come on.
Anyways.
Jesus. Fuck.
Although we do have baby Benadryl.
Oh God.
Give him 2 scoops of NyQuil. He's good.
Yeah.
2
But-
scoops? Like protein powder? Like
Yeah.
How do
Yeah.
you?
Oh my goodness.
I got questions for
Oh.
your medical
Wait.
provider.
Oh god. Well, I don't know much about being command staff or becoming command staff other than what I've just heard. But I mean, it sounds like I've been following. Oh, what the fuck was that? Oh, feels like I've been following most of that advice without even knowing that advice. So that's nice. We don't have any carbonate.
There's no way. I left the tube in there. Didn't finish it.
I will check.
Clearly,
Sorry.
he didn't check.
But by the way, nothing broke. It was glass, but nothing broke.
Very good.
Brain cells. I have hardly any advice as someone who's only been here for like 6.5 months. Other than just do your best, honestly, and don't be an asshole. Like, people generally like you better when you're nice. Also, don't, like, if you're a woman looking to join the unit, don't try and bribe people with your tits.
That too is a good one.
Like, that's pretty much all I got.
Now, if you can draw them and put them on a boat, that's a different story.
Absolutely.
If
But
the boat is called
Napa Vanek, I'm talking to you. Where is my super suit? All right.
I saw
With
her
that being
drawing, it
said,
looks really good.
Captain
Where is
Dubs,
the Opie's? Opie's.
let's get this pie spinning.
All right. So keeper, well, you know the format. Make your guess. Make your guesses. Who's
Gotta
gonna
guess.
Who's gonna be picked?
I am.
The list is up to date, by the way. I did it
Get
during the
Alpaca's bitch ass
podcast.
off of there.
Yeah, it doesn't
That
look like it's
traitor.
up to date.
I'm gonna
He's a-
guess River.
He's retired. He can still be on there.
Yeah,
No.
but he's in the 171st. No, he's in Task Force Longbow.
He's
Oh, did
fine.
he switch over?
No, he's doing other because they operate on different days. He's allowed to.
Oh, okay. He's allowed to do
No.
both.
No, he's
No.
Alpaca.
I
You're
don't
demoted.
I'm just kidding. Fuck him. But
Alright, I'm going to make my pick real quick, and I gotta go.
Okay.
do it, little boy.
I'm going to say Shogun.
Shogun. Okay.
Is he real?
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
He's a warrant officer.
Shogussy.
Oh, okay. So we have River and Shogun.
Okay.
With that, you
Cyber.
guys have a great night. And
Good night, Phoenix.
See you, buddy.
last words on this podcast. Two Mall sucks.
Whoa.
Foreman rock.
Oh my god.
Hey, White, you want that rotary qual? Oh, he left. God damn it.
Yeah, what a bitch.
All right.
All right, Cyber, make your fucking pick, boy.
I want to see Foon get on here, man. I think he'd be kind of fun to talk to. Some actual military experience and shit as well. Be kind of fun.
Be a little edgy. I like it.
Yeah, just a little bit.
I am once again gonna say lemon.
I want banana.
Okay.
Lemon.
Banana. would be
We're
sick.
getting into the fruit.
All right. Here we
Oh
go.
my god, that is all the fruit.
Spin. God damn it. All right, I'm spinning the wheel.
Yes. Spin that opie.
What?
Hughesman.
Hughesman.
Oozman.
Who does he? What do you want?
Hughesman.
Damn, everybody got off the podcast. Just me viewing it. That's lit.
You have been picked by the almighty wheel to be the guest on next week's episode of the podcast.
Cream your cheeks.
All right, let's pick the backup. Okay. Oh, okay. Very good. Did you get it all out?
Yeah.
God damn it.
Come on.
Chaotic.
Chaotic.
Nope. Booker.
Oh, Booker. That he came out of nowhere.
Yeah, he will be back, actually.
Damn. He's gonna come back and be a good boy. Ah.
Okay. Take it easy.
Ah.
What is going on?
Corbett.
Crack.
I need a Corbett.
Yeah, it's that time of night.
Denied.
All right. With that being said, thank you everybody for watching the 15th episode of the Briefing Rooms podcast. It has been awesome having you guys back. Apologies for the 2-week-long break. It's been quite busy.
Yeah.
And
Uh,
always.
And
Get in the fucking bird. Yeah, Shadow, if you're alive, DM
Oh
me.
my god.
yeah, please, Shadow, reach out. Hello.
Yeah, shitbag. Or else I'm gonna go to Pakistan and drop some rocks.
We hope you're okay. We miss you.
All right.
Yeah.
And with that, we will talk to y'all later. Like, subscribe, comment, subscribe to the beans.
Also, we hit 100+ subscribers.
Oh, yes, we
Oh my
did.
god.
We did.
103.
Oh my god. All right.
Shout
Very
out
well.
to Cunningham for being the 100th subscriber. Good
Yeah,
job,
Cunningham.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Have a good night, everyone. We will see you this weekend. Make sure your marks are in.
Yep.
We're
mark your
really
attendance.
bad at saying goodbye.
Yeah, we are.
We
Yeah,
just
we
keep
are.
going, and then I